7 things that are surprisingly cheap in the USA. Really excited to get into this. Before we do, I appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's check out these American cheap things.
The first thing should not come as a shock to you. You've probably heard about it.
Okay.
It's the cost of gasoline.
Right.
We call it petrol. The price of petrol/gasoline is extortionate in Europe right now. And
yeah, I've seen some numbers and I'm pretty sure like our petrol is twice as expensive. Bro, that's crazy. Why is it so cheap over there?
it is in part thanks to all the awful things going on in Europe right now. I know in the USA you guys measure stuff in gallons, so let me do that and also give you the numbers in dollars. So in the USA, a gallon will cost you about $3 to $4.
Okay.
Whereas in Europe, a gallon could cost you $6 to $8. I've actually heard it
double.
being more expensive, but again, we're talking averages. It is the number one thing my homies complain about. As a non-driver, I get to avoid this amount of money, although it does affect the cost of like Uber.
Yo, I'm telling you, there's so many people in the UK that's like traveling with low tanks and they just barely keep it running, bro. Yo, my family's my family's been in that situation, dude.
And lifts and bolts. But filling up your car in Europe is a massive expense.
Right.
Is it any wonder some of us have chosen just to do the taxi thing? The next thing is iPhones and all Apple tech. Do the taxi thing. The next thing is iPhones and all Apple technology. It is way cheaper in the USA than it is in Europe. The latest iPhone is the iPhone 15 Pro, I believe. And in the USA, that could set you back $999 at just a basic cost, like if you're not buying a phone plan or anything. The same phone in Europe starts from $1,347.
Wait, why is it so much cheaper in America? What? Is that true? Like all Apple products?
However, and we do love a however, phone plans in Europe are way cheaper than in the USA.
Oh, it balances out then.
I am paying €35 a month. I think the dollar and the euro are about the same.
Wait, how? Mine's £70.
$35 is €32, so roughly the same. And
wait, I'm paying like $80, $90 for my phone a month. How has she got it so cheap, bro?
I would say it's certainly not the cheapest phone plan. Like my mom is on a phone plan that's only €8 a month. And she gets, I think, 2 gigs of data, which she doesn't use a whole lot of data. I need a lot of data. But she gets all her calls for free. And as I understand it, that's an unfathomably cheap amount compared to what you guys pay in the USA. Let me know in the comments what your phone bill is every month. I'm interested to hear. The next thing, and this comes with a little bit of a caveat because it definitely does vary a lot in Europe. So I'm going to put it with an asterisk. It's alcohol. And this is definitely where my subjective experience comes into things. So on this one, I'm talking about Northern Western Europe versus the parts of the USA that I have seen. A can of beer in the USA in a supermarket can be anything from $1 to $3 for a domestic beer.
Wait, yo, $1 beer. $1 beer. Oh, don't be telling the pub heads in the UK, bro. They'll be gone. They'll be drunk 24/7.
Craft beers obviously run up higher. In Europe, the disparity is much wider, and it can be like 75 cents to $4.50. Countries such as Norway.
Oh, in the UK, bro, there's beers literally from like £4, £5, £6, dude.
Switzerland and Ireland have much higher prices for the cost of alcohol because we have huge taxes on the consumption of alcohol. It might be a good thing they put that on in Ireland, but I don't think it stopped the drinking culture a hell of a lot. But alcohol in Ireland is expensive. But comparatively, the cost of alcohol in Spain, for example, you could get a glass of wine in more regional parts for about €2.
Bro,
I'm
that's
not a
crazy.
big drinker myself, but I have noticed that the cost of alcohol there is a lot cheaper.
Yo, so far, 3 boys, I didn't realize how much cheaper America could be in some senses, bro.
I even remember in Vegas, the cost of cocktails was really expensive, I thought.
Right, that makes sense,
like $18 to $20 for one cocktail, but that's Vegas. So,
yeah, that makes sense.
It's Vegas.
But then again, I seen a Vegas vlog the other day, right? And they went to a place where like food was like $5 a meal. And like there was like drinks was like free drinks for $10, bro. Like it seemed, I don't know what place they went to in Vegas, but it was hella cheap.
Damn it, Vegas!
Next up, when we are talking about your popular chain coffee places.
Okay.
Coffee places. So your Starbucks, I can't remember the name of another coffee place.
Hey, listen, if you go to Starbucks, like for me, when I go to Starbucks and I get my coffee, I think it's around like £5.50, something like that, bro.
Right now. Let's just go with Starbucks. A Starbucks Grande Latte in the USA will cost you approximately $3.65 to $4.15, depending on the taxes and charges.
We're getting scammed.
In Europe, the VAT and operating costs are much higher for a place like Starbucks.
Bro.
So a Grande Latte will typically set you back
$5.50
to $4.90.
Hey,
That's a good chunk.
Yeah, my coffee's not that cheap.
Having that every day, which I don't recommend. And remember, that's an average. We're talking even higher than that in capital cities. Needless to say, you are better off going to a local cafe if you're visiting Europe. And honestly, probably the coffee will be better quality. The next one is a huge one, and probably the thing that I notice the most when I'm visiting the USA.
What is it?
The cost of clothes there is way cheaper typically. And there are several reasons for this, but perhaps the most interesting one was that a lot of brands found that when selling in Europe, if they tried to sell the clothes for cheaper, they just weren't selling. Whereas when they put a higher price tag on it, for example, the brand Levi's, they tried selling jeans in Europe for the same price as they were selling them in the USA. They found that people just weren't buying them until they put a higher price tag on them. So now you buy a pair.
Yo, bro, are us Europeans good in the head? Are we okay? Levi's tried selling jeans cheap like they do in America. But they've realized that people was buying them more when they put the price up. Oh, we're scamming ourselves, guys. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Bro, they put the price up so we have to pay more. And we're paying more because it's more expensive. Bro, we're dumb. We're...
Pair of Levi jeans for $90 here, whereas in the USA you can get them much cheaper. I definitely find this with a lot of the popular stores. I'm usually shocked at how cheap you can get like a t-shirt or a jacket for there. But yeah, your cost of clothes is much cheaper because the snobby European element apparently wanted to Emperor's New Clothes it and be like, we're paying more so that they're better quality. But they're not necessarily. The next thing that always blows my mind in particular is the cost of tech. Now, we touched on this with Apple specifically, but actually it goes much further beyond Apple. Microphones, lenses, headphones, they are all...
Hey, you're literally... Bro, I have lenses, camera, microphone, headphones. Bro, don't tell me this, man. How is it all cheaper, bro? Because, like, right now, like, it costs a lot. It does cost a lot, bro.
Way cheaper to buy in the USA. And part of this could be down to the fact that their home bases are actually in the USA.
Right, that would make sense.
However, we all know that a lot of products aren't necessarily made in the USA.
Right.
A lot be made in China, and we're still paying a lot more for them in Europe. But it's still super annoying when you just want to buy a microphone and it's way cheaper in the USA. It annoys me mostly when I go on a website like Amazon and you're getting a product for maybe $50.
You know what? I don't know if to do it or not, bro, but I kind of want to go on an American site and see how much like my tech would cost over there. But then again, it will probably just annoy me how much cheaper it is.
It's cheaper there than when I go onto the European version of the site. And I'm like, they're probably all coming from the same warehouse. And penultimately, I know y'all love that word as much as I do.
Penultimately.
Oh, speaking of words, thank you so much to my Patreon and YouTube channel member community for making this video possible. If you want more behind the scenes videos of me and Chewy, or you want to check out the new merch store, we finally have it linked under the videos right now. You should see pictures there. And you want to support the channel? You can do so and wear a cool hoodie or a cup or a blanket. Anyway, this next one does not affect me at all, but I know it's a big thing for other people. It's cigarettes. So
okay, now don't bother me.
But under investigation, I found the cost of cigarettes has a huge disparity between states as well as countries in Europe, as in state to state and country to country.
Okay.
However, the average cost in the USA is significantly cheaper than it is in most of Europe. The average cost of a packet of cigarettes in the USA is typically $6 to $8.
How much are they in the UK?
You will pay more in a city. Apparently, Missouri has the cheapest cigarettes at $5 a pack. I think when I was researching this, I went
expensive.
by a 20 pack, but if you're a smoker, maybe you could correct me in the comments. However, in the UK and Ireland, the average pack of cigarettes will set you back about $12. And the same is true thereabouts for...
Yo, all that money just to be killing your insides, dude. Yo. Like, bro, the thing, I don't get cigarettes, right? Because, like, you don't get no benefit. It don't taste good. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if you want to damage your body, I don't know, go on an unhealthy diet or something, bro. It tastes good, and you're damaging your body, bro.
Countries like France and Sweden, where a pack will cost you about $10. The reason for this is down to a lot of public health policies in countries. Okay. Just like with alcohol, they put a huge fee on goods like cigarettes, alcohol. So at a minimum, you're already paying €3 to €4 before you've ever bought the cigarette.
Right.
Does it work? I don't know. All I know is vaping has come back into fashion, and that skipped a whole generation. But now it's back, and the youngins are vaping.
Wait, what does she mean come back into fashion? Was vaping a thing like ages ago? I thought vaping was just a new thing.
And finally, the number one thing is something I can absolutely speak on. It's ice cream. I am shocked
I love
at
me
how
some
cheap
ice cream
is in the USA. Now,
really?
I'm not talking
quite cheap here.
gelato or anything fancy schmancy like that you'd find in Italy, or even like a nice gelato place in Spain. I'm talking generic brands. Magnum, Haagen-Dazs, Ben & Jerry's.
Alright, listen, yo. Magnums in my local shop, they do sell at £2.50, which is about $3 something. Oh, wait, no, wait, never mind, yeah, they've upped the price. It's £3.50. But they are on deal right now. And I bought like 6 boxes, I kid you not. They're on deal for £1.65, which is $2, right? But yeah, 3 Magnums is $3.50, $4. Now that I think about it, that sounds expensive.
Way cheaper in the USA. And this upsets me greatly. I love ice cream. Not a week will go by where I don't have at least one ice cream. And I don't care if it's cold, Sheila. I want ice cream. It really doesn't bother me if it's cold. The ice cream
I've done that.
My body temperature, I can put on a jumper. This is me comparing the cost of Haagen-Dazs in a supermarket in the USA versus in Europe.
Right.
So here I am in a supermarket in the USA, and a tub of Haagen-Dazs is approximately $6.29.
Okay.
Whereas in Europe, it is €7.35, which is closer to $8.
I actually have a whole video on the cost of stuff.
I've never had what was it called? Haagen-Dazs? Is that good? Is that like a good... I've never seen it before.
It's closer
about Frankie
to
and Benny's.
$8.
I mean, not Frankie and Benny's. Ben and Jerry's.
I actually have a whole video on the cost of stuff in supermarkets. If you want me to do a comparison for you, let me know below in comments. Otherwise, that's it for today. See you guys on the other side.
Yo, there we go. America's surprisingly cheaper. Didn't know these things were that much cheaper than Europe. Very, very interesting. Let me know what you guys think tonight in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.